Here's something interesting. Bryce Langston's going to come in, and you were out there at the 7-on-7 state championship where he played tight end, and is an amazing tight end.
Well, he's a phenomenal athlete, and it looks like they're going to use him here just to help some blocking, I think.
All right, so they're going to give it to McBride. He breaks up the middle and is met in the backfield. That'll be a loss of 1, and that'll set up 2nd down and 10. And again, the situation is unchanged for the middle of that interior line.
Which on that situation right there, I watched Bryce Langston, and there was a hold there. Just back got hit in the backfield before he got a chance to get to it.
What they're doing is, if you watch, now they're going to a 3-down lineman as the Knights bring in an extra tight end. Bryce Langston is the fullback as well. And they're going to drop back, and there's going to be a false start on Savion Harris, who jumps. And that'll set up a 2nd down and 15.
The penalties are adding up. Before we're said and done, each team will be penalized 100 yards in this game.
They haven't had 100 yards of offense.
It's very frustrating as a coach, I'm sure.
So now they're going to bring Langston off, and they're going to go back to their traditional set. And Curry is still the quarterback. 2 wideouts each way. McBride's the only running back. 3 down linemen for the Colts with 2 linebackers. 2 safeties. So they're going to bring Randall in motion. He's going to set up, that's Williams. He's going to set up behind Curry, but they're going to give it to McBride. Nope, they fake it to him, give him the pitch outside to Williams, who breaks a tackle, gets back to the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard more. It'll set up 3rd and 7. He ran about 15 for that 7.
That's a tough run, but this offensive line's just got to establish themselves a little bit better in the second half. You just cannot allow that penetration inside.
They're getting beat up inside. And again, I don't think the Knights know how to not play their offense. They're going to spread it out and do that. Now they're going to go 3 wideouts, 2 to the bottom. They're going to give it to McBride on the handoff. He makes a nice man miss in the backfield and manages to get 4. But now it'll be 4th and 5, and they're going to have to punt it away and play the field goal position as Logan Swift takes the field.
Yeah, that's another opportunity there. They had one-on-one coverage up top again.
But again, they're just going to try to see if McBride can break one and win this game 7-0, because I don't know if either team's going to score unless it's a special team. And Vanguard doesn't have any intention on returning a punt.
So we'll see what happens here with this North Marion offense. Maybe they figure something out here. If they can quit going backwards, any offense, if either one of them stopped going backwards, they got a chance to get in the end zone.
All right, so Logan Swift's going to call for the snap back deep as J.T. Turner. He's going to stand at his own 27-yard line. Ooh. Not a great snap. Logan Swift makes a catch and bangs one. Wow, what a kick. Pushes the J.T. Turner all the way back to the 18. He makes 1 man miss. Makes 2 men miss. As he runs backwards, he's got the edge. He needs a block, but he's run out of bounds at the 27-yard line. Nice punt there by Logan Swift, with a good return for the Colts.
The story of the game has been Logan Swift. That guy did a great job punting so far.
What if they had a fake on? Because the coaches are looking at him like, man, you should have had that. You should have kept it. I think they had a fake on, and they just didn't run it.
Well, yeah, because I don't understand why you'd get in the punter's face after he gets boomed to 50 yards.
Yeah, that was a great kick. Yeah. I mean, I thought he made a really athletic play of catching it. I think they may have had something on there. But, all right, here we go. North Marion's got the ball. Ball sits at the 29. Gross drops back. He's going to fire over the middle. The ball's tipped. Almost picked off by Elijah Hopkins. That ball was tipped by Daly. And that was intended for Brendan Chip, but good coverage there by Daly.
Yeah, there's a North Marion looks like they're trying to establish a little passing game in the second half. I don't know if their running back's coming back. I know he got hurt. I haven't seen him back.
No, you're right. Ed Williams is out, but that was a good, quick throw. Just couldn't connect. Good coverage. 2nd and 10. Gross drops back. He's looking deep. No, he pump fakes. Now he's going to keep it on the draw. He's got almost for a first down. Steps out of bounds right at the stick. Depends on the spot. Good play there by Gross.
Well, that's the difference. I was telling you earlier, if he runs the ball, that gives him a whole other dimension. And his offensive line, they're not blocking the greatest, but they're giving him a chance to drop back in the find some creases in
Yeah,
the defense.
Vanguard's defensive front is much better than North Marion's defensive front. But North Marion's offensive line is much better than Vanguard's offensive line, and that's what's controlling this game right now. It's 3rd and 2. Big play here for the Knights defense. They're going to go man across the board. They have 4 down linemen and 4 linebackers. 3 wide outs, 2 to the top. Now they're going to send a man in motion.
Almost looks like Vanguard's offsides here.
I can't see it. You know, from this angle, hard to tell.
Yeah, 45 is almost in that neutral
That's
zone.
Curry. I'm sorry, that's Ronald Jones. They're going to give it to the running back, and he's brought down right maybe at the line. Nope, he charges ahead, and I think he got enough for the first down, depending on the spot. I thought they brought him down behind the line of scrimmage, but he got a tremendous spot there.
It's going to be close. It's going to be real close. Right at it.
Are they going to measure?
I think they're going to give him a first down. Looks like it.
They're talking about it. The clock is stopped at 8:44. They're going to give him the first down. 8:44 here in the 3rd quarter. The Knights have had the ball. They've already punted after another 3 and out. First downs have been hard to come by. You know, again, when we talked to Coach Ty at the beginning of the game, he said, oh, we're going to roll them out. We're going to do some different things. We haven't seen anything different. We went to a I formation once, and then they didn't have the right personnel group.
Well, yeah, it's tough. Sometimes those things look good in practice, and then when all of a sudden the lights come on,
So they're going to give it on the jet sweep to Brendan Shipp, who's brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Did the ball come out? It did. Nice have it. Javante Rucker came out of that pile saying he did something special. I'm not sure who got it, but that was a heck of a play by the Knights. Don't know who picked it up. Don't know how it popped out, but Brendan Shipp put the ball on the deck, and that's a huge play for the Knights.
Yeah, that's some momentum right there. They got to get something going here. They got to establish some kind of running game.
They're going to keep Curry at the quarterback position. Wasn't sure if maybe they go to Rucker here. But they're going to go 3 wideouts. Rucker's to the top all by himself on the short side as the ball sits on the far hash. 2 running backs, Randall and McBride. They're going to go a power I formation with McBride as the fullback. And Ty is still coaching on the sidelines. I'm not sure why you would do an audible. Their defense hasn't changed all game. And they're going to give it to the deep man, Randall. He breaks a tackle, manages to keep his balance, and gets inside the 40 to about the 39-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6. That's better than a loss of 2. Can't go broke making a profit.
No, you can't. No, as long as they're going forward, that's positive for them. They've been going backwards quite a bit tonight.
All right, so that'll set us up. And the Knights up, they're going to call, say, game 2. That'll be 2nd and 8.
They got to get the ball in Rutgers' hands somehow. If they're not going to put him back at the quarterback position, they got to get him the ball somehow. You don't have a guy who's that special on the field and not get him the football.
I just don't understand the scheme. They're going to give it to Randall again. They're having that fullback in there now. He tries to break a tackle, but he's hitting the backfield, manages to get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long.
Randall again. Pushes the ball inside the coach.
But it looks like now,
Same formation, 3rd and 7. And now they're going to spread it out as they put Williams and Randall are both at the wide receiver in the slot. They're going to have 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers for the Colts. And they only rush 3. That gives Curry a chance to throw one up for Rucker. And it's incomplete. Papa Gilmore breaks it up and has a little talking to Rucker afterwards. That'll set up 4th and 7. And now they're going to punt it, I guess, and play the field position game. Because if you're going to go for it, you can't throw the ball. You got to make something that's going to get you some yardage.
oh, that's a great defensive play by Buck Alford over there on the sideline.
It was Buck?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's a great job. He's giving up about 3 or 4 inches to Rucker. The pass kind of pushed him out of bounds.
Yeah, not a great ball, but again, Curry he's gun shy at this point.
Yeah.
And then the MVP right now for the Knights comes out on the field, and that's Logan Swift. Let's see if they can pin him back and win by a safety.
Logan Swift's done a great job.
I don't know right now, honestly. I don't know how either team scores.
It's going to be
Unless it's a
tough.
complete breakdown.
It's going to have to be. I don't see a drive. I see a missed tackle and a missed assignment, or somebody get beat deep or something. Because right now I don't
throw
know.
the ball deep. I think it's a running back that breaks a tackle. Horrible snap. Logan Swift makes a great job, gets up a great kick, Bounces inside. They're going to mark it down right at the 11, 12-yard line. Good kick by Logan Swift. Did a good job of catching that ball. Really good job.
That's a great job by the punter. He's been the real MVP tonight.
Great job. But they're going to say that ball went out of bounds at the 14, so the Colts come out again on offense, looking for hope. No score here. I did not expect this big of a defensive, not struggle, but domination.
Well, this is the first time all night that Vanguard actually won the field possession.
Well, they didn't have penalties.
Yeah, so
penalties have backed this team up. So
one thing they've done at least flip the field here, so they backed the Colts up inside the 20. So we'll see if this defense can make a turnover or something, make something happen.
So they're going to give it to the running back. He heads up the middle, gets a block, dives ahead, picks up 4. Nice run there when there doesn't look like there was much. That'll set up second down in about 6.
And I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball down Vanguard's throat. They're going to have to put the ball in the air, especially with the running back sitting on the sideline right now.
Yeah, Ed Williams being out hurts. And I cannot see the number of that running back, or I'd give him some props. But same formation, 2 wideouts to the top. Gross calls for the snap. He's going to give it to the running back, who heads up the middle again, breaks a tackle. He's got enough for a first down before he's pulled from behind by Bryce Langston. That'll be a 1st and 10. Big play there by the Colts.
Yeah, the Colts are their offensive line. If they can stick with it, I think they can have a drive here if they stick with it and don't go backwards.
And again, the Knights are shuffling their defensive linemen, trying to keep them fresh. Antonio Smith comes in now.
It's a nice defense. They played a great football game.
And they're going to give it to the running back again. He heads up the middle. He breaks a tackle. He's got one man to beat, and that's Isaiah Hopkins, who brings him down after a 12-yard gain. And that offensive line has found something there on the right side of the defense.
That looks like that was Gilmore that was in there that got that carry.
Gilmore's played a lot of running back in his life. Both of his brothers played D1 running back. And what's amazing is his father's 6'3" or 6'4". None of his kids made 6 foot.
But they definitely got that athletic gene, though. All of them can play. All of them are elite athletes.
And Papa, or Jairon, they used to call him Jai, will end up playing defensive back at the next level. But we're here at the water break in the 3rd quarter. No score, but I really want to thank our sponsors, and that's Wise Guys Pizza, right there in the Pearl Britton Plaza. Best pizza in town. And if you live on the north side, you are familiar with Wise Guys Pizza. And then, of course, Warehouse Wireless. So get a new phone, but don't have to pay the full price.
Well, we'll see now. With this North Marion looks like they got a little drive going here. We'll see what goes on here.
1st and 10, 5:51 left to go. The ball sits right at the 40-yard line for the Colts. Jairon Gilmore is still the running back. 2 wideouts to the bottom, 1 to the top. They're going to give it to Gilmore. They fake it to him, and then Gross rolls out. He's got a man in the flat, so they're going to call a holding. And that was a nice gain of 12 on the play. But that ball's coming back as he's knocked out of bounds by Williams. And then another flag after the play. Looked like somebody was holding, and Rucker is saying, it can't be on me. And then another flag comes out. That's 3 flags on the play, and I think they're all against North Marion. And if they're both personal fouls, then that ball is compounded.
Well, I think Vanguard's got one of them. So
I think there's a hold in the backfield on Bryce Langston. I don't know. There's a lot of laundry. The referee is writing it down. Somebody may get thrown out of the game.
I don't think it's that serious. I think we got some holding going on here with a little bit of trash talking.
All right, with 5:32 left to go, the officials are still having a conference. And I had 3 of those conferences today, and they were all terrible. Right? When you get a conference, it's, a conference call, or
especially on a Friday afternoon.
No, yeah, and I'm like, look, I got to go. I got a football game.
Let's see what we got here.
Holding, North Marion. Post-foul against Vanguard, post-foul against North Marion. That'll just be the 10-yard holding call, I think. I don't always understand how they assess penalties in high school football. But currently it's 1st and 10, and that play doesn't mean anything. They're going to move the Colts back 10 yards. as Bryce Langston got the hold. And what was amazing, he was off the ball, and he got pulled down because he would have gotten there.
Yeah, he had a chance to make that play. But that's the kind of creativity that North Marions do. Rolling the quarterback out, get him in space, give him a chance to run pass option. That's what Vanguard needs to do.
I mean, get to the chalkboard. They got a million options, and Coach Ty's got a big old playbook. Just find something that works on the Vanguard side. Big opportunity here for the Vanguard defense. 1st and 20. Gross is going to be in shotgun. He's going to send his empty back set. That's Jairon. He's open. They're going to throw down high up top, and that's going to should be offensive pass interference, and the flag comes in late, but that should be offensive pass interference as he was pulled down, but the quarterback never looked back for the ball. Let's see what they call here.
It's going to be interesting because I think you could call it both ways almost.
He's saying he got pulled back, but I'm curious as to see who that ends up being on. And that was on Tyron Williams, was the quarterback. Officials are talking about it.
I think it's going against North Marion.
It's currently 1st down and 20, and there's a lot of post-talking from both teams. Again, a lot of penalties. They're going to call it on Vanguard. Pass interference on Vanguard. That's crazy. But, the officials are even talking about saying, what in the world did you see?
I saw it both ways because it looks like he got inside and the Vanguard held him as he pushed him out of the way. So it was a little both. So at best case, I think they should have called it just let it go.
There's no call.
No call on that
But that's a 15-yard penalty. Again, I don't know. We're getting close to that 100-yard mark.
A little faster than I thought. Yeah.
And that's going to set up 1st down and 5 now for the Colts. We've had 4 penalties in 2 plays, if you're keeping track at home. And still haven't had a play from scrimmage.
Yeah, that's what I was saying about the Vanguard offense. I mean, to play defensive back in high school at any level is the toughest position to play on the football field, especially when you got to do it one-on-one. I don't care how good you are, one-on-one to cover somebody for that long is tough.
All right, so Gross is going to send Ship in motion. They're going to give it to Jairon in the backfield. He makes one man miss, but that's coming back for a hold. But he picks up 20. It's popped out of bounds, and that'll be 3 penalties in 1 play. And now the whole world's coming after it because Jairon Gilmore was over there talking. Brendan Ship's never afraid. He's on the other side. That wasn't him. And JT Turner in there as well. But again, they get the hold, but the Vanguard Knights cannot keep their composure and make a bad play.
That could be a face mask, actually.
I know that was on. He hit him 2 yards out of bounds.
No,
it was past his coach.
This could be a face mask and a personal foul here.
That'd be rough. And again, this has been the knock on the Vanguard Knights team for a long time, is a lack of composure. So the officials are still talking about holding against the Colts. Bryce Langston drew that. Personal foul against the Knights. So it'll be a 5-yard gain for the Colts, and that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, that was another play. Has the coach scratching his head. The guy was 5 yards out of bounds.
I mean, he was past the coach when he hit him. It wasn't close. We can't even really see the sideline from here, but he was a good 2 yards, 3 yards out of bounds before he got hit. Now, the difference is it's a spot foul for the hold. So let's see where the ball ends up. Let's see. It's like rolling the wheel.
So they might have net. They may gain about 5 yards, I think.
All right, so he right at it. Got right at the marker. They're going to call it a 1st down. Jeez. This game is going on forever. We're 5 minutes into the 3rd quarter. It's 9 o'clock. Good thing there's no curfew.
Yeah. This is going to be burning the midnight oil on this one.
I got to go to FSU tomorrow.
Oh. Well, they don't play till 8. You got time.
Family weekend.
Yeah. They don't play till 8. You got time.
Got to go see my boy. All right, 1st and 10. Ball sits right at the 50-yard line. Let's see if the Knights can make a play. If I'm the Colts here, I just run the ball. That's what's worked. Every time they've thrown it, nothing good has happened. Let's see if they just run the football. They got a tight end. They're going to give it to Gilmore in the backfield. He breaks the tackle. He's free. He's at the 30. He'll take this to the house. Touchdown, Colts. Jairon Papa Gilmore with a 50-yard TD run. Colts lead 6-0.
Yes. He's had some creases. I was just waiting for him to break one. He's definitely had some creases.
He's a special player. He made a big play there. And I'll tell you what, the Knights are just completely lost on both sides of the ball right now. There's a lot of walking, a lot of dejections. The coaches are screaming at each other. It's this place is in disarray.
Well, this is a situation they haven't had to deal with a lot here in the last 3 years. They've been very successful. So
adversity is here. And here's the kick. I don't know the number. They block it. That could be big. And the kicker, somebody runs head into the head official. And unfortunately, that gets a big cheer from the Vanguard faithful.
Looks like he's down.
Just trying to figure out what's going on here. There's a huge crowd here tonight. They expected to sell 5,000 tickets. They may have gotten there. But the official is down. A Colt just kind of ran off and didn't intend to hit him, but he did. But that's going to allow us to step aside. You're listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
Warehouse Wireless is your discount pre-owned cell phone provider, offering affordable phone plans and repairs. Check out their weekly specials every Wednesday for extra savings at warehousewireless.com. Also, while supplies last, get a free phone mount holder for your car when you mention this ad. Visit soon. Warehouse Wireless, 626 South Pine Avenue. warehousewireless.com.
This is Jan Marino from Palm Garden. So often when you advertise, it's hard to quantify whether your efforts are effective, but I have a success story. In my travels to medical offices, I ran across someone who recognized my voice from the radio and told me that they felt like they already knew me because of my association with WOCA. My message to you, they're out there, they're listening. Truly, radio gets results. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, WOCA, The Source.
Whether you're just starting out in your career or ready to make a change, being a commercial pilot is within your reach. The FAA has predicted that in the next few years, the number of planes in the sky will double, and that means a lot more jobs in aviation. Ocala Aviation has teamed up with an accredited university, enabling you to get a college degree in aviation while training to be a commercial pilot. And with options like financial aid, grants, and scholarships, it's never been a better time to get your new career in aviation started today. For more information, call me at Ocala Aviation, 352-861-7484. WOCA.
Welcome back to high school football, and head rep is okay. It looks like he's stretching his knee a little bit, but Colts on a big play there. They lead 6-0, 4:22. As Brendan Shipp is the kicker, and he kicks the ball. For some reason, they catch it instead of letting it go out of bounds. It'll be night football right there at the 22. I think one of those plays, it's like, let the ball go out of bounds.
Yeah, he caught it. He did a fair catch, actually, and caught it running backwards to run out of bounds. But let's see if these Knights can get it going. But I knew, because Ed Williams had some big creases in that first quarter, and he's more of your power back. So when he had Gilmore, when he has those creases, he ends up making a house call.
That's right. And again, special player, made a big play in this game. And if you're a Knight fan, it's bleak right now. Let's see if they can do anything on offense. They're keeping Curry in there. They've got same formation, 4 wideouts, 1 running back. No changes there. McBride's the running back. He's going to set up the Curry's left. They're going to send the man in motion. They're going to fake it to him. Curry drops back. Now he fires. What a great catch out there by the Vanguard Knights. The man who went in motion made a heck of a play.
That's a great catch.
Savion Harris, I think is who it was. Great catch. And the Knights look like they're going to go quick. They get to the line, and then they look to the sidelines.
That was Daly that made that catch.
14?
That was Des Daly that made that catch, yeah.
All right, there we go. So now it's going to be 2nd down and 2, 3:52 left to go in the third quarter. A lot of time. See if the Knights can get something going. Curry drops back. He's under all kinds of pressure. He fires and just can't make that throw. He had a guy open, Savion Harris, in the flats, but Curry was running away from a guy, running off to his left and throwing with his right. He could not make that throw.
That's a tough throw right there.
Under
You
that
can't-
kind of duress.
Yeah, you can't square your shoulders. You can't make that throw unless you got to be a really strong individual.
And he was
to make
running
that.
laterally, so he wasn't running to the line. The whole world saw Savion Harris open, but he just couldn't get it there. And Curry has a cannon for an arm.
Yeah,
He's
Curry
just a
has
sophomore,
great
though. He's young. He's got to learn, and he isn't getting a ton of time. So Curry's going to be underneath the center now. They're going to go that I formation, 2 tight ends. And there's an offsides penalty. The Knights cannot seem to get out of their own way.
Wow.
And that was Ronald Jones, who's usually a defensive end. They had him in at 2 tight end set. And now instead of 3rd and 2, you're back to 3rd and 7. And that has not been a good down thus far for the Knights.
No, this time North Marion's going to pin their heads back and come after you. So you got to get the ball out quick.
So they're going to keep the 2 tight ends in, I think, as Jones isn't sure if he's on or off. And again, that alignment, that personnel grouping is a confusion. And now there's another flag on the Knights. And that's going to be, they call the flag.
I think it's reset the ball. No.
Dead ball. Another 5-yard penalty, offsides. And again, I'm going to blame that one on the coaching staff because they're running players in and out. People don't know what's going on. This is what happened against Dunellen. This is also what happened in their loss in the state playoffs last year.
They're still not set up right.
So many personnel groupings. They're going to keep Bryce Langston in at tight end. McBride's the deep back. Wide receiver set up in the slot. He's uncovered. Curry's under pressure. He rolls out again to his left, fires into the flats, and he's got Bryce Langston, but he couldn't reach him. That'll be a 4th down, and it'll be 4th and 12. And again, Curry has no time, and now there's a flag on the play. Somebody talked after the whistle. That's a post-foul penalty. I don't know if it's on Bryce. I don't know if it's on the Colts. But the official is talking to the coach. Bryce Langston's pretty upset.
I think he actually did catch that ball. I think he was still a little short, but I think he did get his hands under that ball.
So the officials are having another conference. Another little huddle of their own.
So what, did they throw a flag? Or?
Yeah.
So they got to be kicking it.
They could be kicking from inside their own 10 because the line of scrimmage is the 20, and I apologize for the disjointedness, but it's been a just disjointed game, so it is a personal foul. I guess Bryce Langston was talking. That's going to move him back, and the Colts sideline is feeling good right now, and again, the MVP of this game so far for the Knights, Logan Swift, is going to have his feet in the end zone.
Well, it can get real dangerous right here because if I'm North Marion, I'm bringing the whole house.
Well, they got one man deep, and now they're going to be a timeout by the Colts on the sideline. And, Milton, you and I have seen a lot of high school football, a lot. I've been doing this, sitting in this booth since I was a senior in high school. Junior in high school, I was on the sidelines. Senior, I moved up here. This is a terrible football game.
That's a tough one right here. This is a tough one. There's a lot of fundamental stuff that you learn playing into IFL that's not being done on this field tonight.
And it's the post penalties, the post play penalties that are just terrible. That the play calling has not been very good. And on the Knight side, there's been no adjustment. Defensively, they've played pretty good. They've had so many 3 and outs. The defensive line is just getting worn down. There's been no consistent offense really by either team. Chiron Gilmore had a 50-yard run. That's the difference in the game. Missed extra point. 6-0's our football game.
Yeah, what's sad to see is, I've been by both of these schools in the summertime and see how hard these kids work.
That's it.
And just to see it not translating tonight, it's real difficult because I've seen both of these teams in the summer working hard, working all the coaching work with them, and it's just sad not to see it get on the field. Well,
and it's one thing to get on the field and perform, but I honestly believe they're not even being put in a position to perform. And then that comes down to coaching, and a lot of these formation penalties, that 5-yard penalty for offsides, that was purely because they didn't have the personnel group. All right, so here we go.
Let's get it
Here's the
interesting.
snap. Logan Swift puts his foot into it. Nice kick. It's going to be fielded at the 47-yard line. Fair caught. Oh, that was a break. Jaron Gilmore there. I think, nope, that's number 5, I believe.
That's Buck.
That's Buck
Alford.
Again, these numbers are terrible. I blame you. The next time you sell uniforms, I want you to think Dunellen. I think you want to think North Marion, and you tell the coach, look, Galen's going to kill me if you buy these.
Yeah, Galen can't see. He's getting older.
You can't see. You're younger than me.
I can see him just fine, Galen.
You can?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to hold you to that. What's the kicker's number for North Marion?
25.
No, it's not. There's no 25 on the roster.
How do you know you can't see it?
That's all fair. Another penalty on the play. Didn't see that, did you?
No, that one's
That's going to back it up to the 40. It was a 10-yard penalty. So that's going to back it up into the North Marion side of the 50.
this is
They're going to have
great.
it first and 10 from the 43. I missed that penalty. There's been so many of them. I'm colorblind.
I'm telling you right now, this defense has been gassed a little bit. There's a
They're
chance
gassed.
Gilmore can take off again.
They are gassed. First and
Yeah.
10 for the Colts. Same formation that they scored on. They said Buck Alford in motion. He sets up in the slot. Now they look to the sideline. They have an H-back. Gross taking his time. 3:15 left to go. Gives it to Gilmore. Gets in the backfield. Runs away from Bryce Langston. Flag on the play. Holding on the interior line there as a center came up and pulled Lindsey down from behind. That's going to be a 10-yard penalty from the spot. It'll be first in. They're going to call it 15.
Yeah, there's another holding penalty there. Come back. It's tough. It's tough when you got so many holding penalties, so many unsportsmanlike conducts. It's tough.
Let's see. Oh, wow. They backed that further up than I thought. They're going to call this first and 19. They moved it all the way back to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, and like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if you saw a double move down here on this receiver with
I don't know if
JT.
they're going to have time for a double move.
Well, it's press coverage. I mean, there's a chance he can get off.
Yeah, they got 8 men in the box.
Yeah.
They're going to fake
There it
it.
is.
He's going to drop back, and he's under pressure, and he's going to rolls out, gets to the line of scrimmage, and is brought down violently by Bryce Langston. And you know what? We were both right, and there's another flag on the play. Another post game. Bryce Langston chased him down from behind, and I'm hoping it's not on Vanguard because that was a great individual effort by number 11.
Bryce Langston's having a pretty good game quietly.
Are you starting to see what I'm saying?
Oh, he's a great player.
Is he the best player on the field?
There's a chance, yes.
Oh,
Gilmore
there's a
on the other.
chance.
Gilmore on the other side is pretty special.
He's not Bryce Langston special. Bryce Langston's going to go to Alabama. All right, so we're still waiting for the officials to make the call. They're going to call dead ball, personal foul against the Colts. That's going to be first and 35. Right? That's outside. Yeah, I mean, there was currently first and 16. It'll be first and 31. Wow, this is great defense so far by the... We haven't even run a play from scrimmage, Milton.
Yeah.
In 3 clock minutes, we haven't run a play from scrimmage.
This is a.
Think about that.
What game was it last year that we did that? Was it Dunellen?
No, Dunellen wasn't bad. Vanguard dominated. The playoff game was terrible.
Yeah.
The game that they lost
Yeah.
was terrible because the Vanguard just kept foul, penalty.
Well, I think they might have set a record tonight.
Oh, it's second down and 30 because it was a post-ball penalty. And so they're going to give it to Jaron Gilmore, and he's hitting the backfield, brought down immediately.
By Bryce Langston again.
They're going to say he gained 2 yards on the play. Bryce Langston's special, man.
Bryce Langston's dominating that side of the field tonight.
But that run was to the right side. It was off center. So he was hitting the 2 gap. And Bryce Langston made the play from the defensive end. And another flag. Another 5-yard penalty. They're going to call offsides. It's now second down and 35. It's getting old. 2:24 left to go here in the third quarter.
And they're still getting chippy over there.
Oh, you knew it was going to be chippy. I didn't know it was going to be this undisciplined. Right? This is an undisciplined. Both coaches are known for having a little swagger. You know, Farmer's not an emotional guy. Alford is.
Yeah. And both of them, neither one of them are going to back down, so they're both are going to.
So they're going to give it to Gilmore again. He heads over the left side, breaks a tackle, and he's going to get run down by Trevante Rucker, and then he's backed up by another 3 or 4 guys. Is there a flag on the play? I don't think so.
Yes.
I think we may have survived.
We got to play off without a foul.
Oh, okay. You scared?
No foul. No foul.
All right, so it's 4th down? I thought it was 3rd down. All right, so it's 4th down and 35. I'm being as bad as this offensive production. So 4th and 35. Hey, great job there by the defense. They gained 25 yards on that play. That's more than the offense has done in the whole second half.
Here again now, if Rucker can come up
Now
and
he's
catch
moved up a little bit. Now he's starting to back up.
If he can come
Why
up and
doesn't
catch
he
this
catch the
football,
ball?
he gives them a chance.
So he should be standing in all reality. He should be standing at the North Marion 40, maybe 45. Instead, he's standing at his own 45. He has no chance of catching this punt. None. I mean, the Blackwood's over there counting. He's 20 yards too deep. Well, there's a timeout on the field. Maybe they'll talk to him and say, hey, go get the punt. All right, you're listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
This game is brought to you in part by locally owned and operated Wise Guys Pizzeria in Pearl Britton Plaza, next to Publix. They offer an amazing array of food from pizza, jumbo wings, burgers, homemade soups, salads, and generous pasta dinners. Open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Check out our menu at www.wiseguysocala.com or call 352-789-6569. Dine in or carry out. For delicious food, the Wise go to Wise Guys Pizzeria. WOCA.
All right, here we are right back at Booster Stadium. You're listening to WOCA The Source. Thank you very much. And if you like what you're hearing, hey, reach out to Wise Guys Pizza and reach out to Warehouse Wireless and thank them for sponsoring youth sports. Couldn't do this without them. I'm here, Milton Smith's here, and we don't get paid a dime, but we do have to pay bills for the radio station. All right, so the Colts are going to punt 4th and 34. Trevante Rucker is still way too deep. And now they're going to call a flag, and it looks like it's going to be offsides on somebody.
Vanguard.
Well, somebody jumped, had officials pointing at somebody, and they're going to back him up, and that'll be against the Colts. So it'll be 4th down and 39. Now, did you find out anything about why Rucker is so far off the ball?
It said he needs to go make a play. We need to go make a play. That's what we got to do.
Well, Larry's an extra coach. There he goes. He's backing up. Backing up. Go forward, my man. You're not playing center field and you're not up by 9. Now we stand in another flag, and now they're going to get it on the deep. They're going to call a sideline infraction. How about that?
Yeah,
The side judge is just getting tired of getting the talking to, and he's calling a side. Maybe it'll just be a warning. It's just a warning. Just a warning, thank goodness. 4th and 39. So Rucker is going to stand at his own 49. He should be at about the 39, maybe the 35. Waiting for the snap. It's good. Good high punt. It's going to bounce at about the 35, which is what I said. It said it's going to bounce almost to the 50. It takes a 15-yard bounce and is going to be down at the 47. Again, I'm questioning the coaches, I know, but come on.
Well, if he comes up and catches that ball, he catches it at the 40. He comes up and calls it
fair catch, right.
He gets that ball at the 40.
And let's be very clear, 8 yards is massive right now.
Yeah, we need everything you can get on offense right now. Those yards are tough to get. So we'll see if they can get something going here on the offense.
So if you're just joining us, you haven't missed much. Jaron Gilmore has been the star of the show for really both teams on offense. He's got that 50-yard run to put the Colts up 6-0 on defense. It's been Bryce Langston. Offensively for the Knights, it's been nothing. They got Rucker at quarterback. McBride's to his left. They're going to fake it to McBride. Instead, Rucker's going to keep it. He breaks the tackle at the line of scrimmage, picks up 2, tries to go inside, and it'll be, we'll call it a gain of 1. That'll be 2nd down and 9, and Rucker is slow to get up. They're going to say he got nothing on that. They're going to give him a yard.
Yeah.
55 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter.
It's a great job by North Marion's defense.
There's just nothing there. Running up the middle with this offensive line is not going to happen.
That guy's got to establish that offensive line. They
They will not. Hey, guess what? The cow is out of the barn.
I guess.
The cow is out in the pasture, and he's getting eaten by a coyote. You need to do something to help him. Bring in a linebacker. Bring in a fullback. Said they're going to run some kind of misdirection to McBride. He runs up the middle. He's got 5, 6, 7, drags 4 Colts. He's got still going, dragging 7 of them. Drug the whole team another 5 yards. And Delane McBride gets a first down because he wanted to.
That's a great run right there. He carried the line for about 10 yards.
And he got hit in the backfield. I mean, there wasn't some great block. He got the ball and got dragged 11 Colts. He may have dragged a few from the sidelines.
Yeah, I think he got everybody who wanted some on that one.
And again, what the Colts are doing, you got Antonio Smith, he plays on the left side. They're basically not even playing the guy over top of him. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. We're going to step aside so we can hear from Wise Guys Pizza. You're listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
This game is brought to you in part by locally owned and operated Wise Guys Pizzeria in Pearl Britton Plaza, next to Publix. They offer an amazing array of food from pizza, jumbo wings, burgers, homemade soups, salads, and generous pasta dinners. Open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Check out our menu at www.wiseguysocala.com or call 352-789-6569. Dine in or carry out. For delicious food, the Wise go to Wise Guys Pizzeria. Warehouse Wireless is your discount pre-owned cell phone provider, offering affordable phone plans and repairs. Check out their weekly specials every Wednesday for extra savings at warehousewireless.com. Also, while supplies last, get a free phone mount holder for your car when you mention this ad. Visit soon. Warehouse Wireless, 626 South Pine Avenue. WarehouseWireless.com. WOCA.
It's a sad. Welcome back to Booster Stadium where the Colts lead the Knights 6-0, but the Knights have a little bit something going here after McBride dragged the entire Colts defense with them to get a first down. They're now going to be moving from our left to right or south to north here at Booster Stadium. And looks like the official took a knee. He got hit pretty hard, but he's fighting through it. He's been doing this for a long, long time.
He's going to need a little Epsom salt tonight.
You know what? That doesn't work at a certain age. You just I'll just drink more beer. All right, 3 wideouts to the bottom, 1 to the top for Rucker. He's the only one who seems to be able to get any mojo going. He's going to run a draw right up the middle behind McBride's block. He's to the 30. He's brought down. I thought he was gone, but a shoestring tackle by Jaron Gilmore saved a touchdown there. Woo, I thought he was gone. And what a great block by McBride.
That was a great job right there. That's the one thing you can do when you can't block up front and run away from them. That's a good job.
Yeah, that was a pure quarterback draw, and I'm pretty sure you're going to see that one more time.
I'm pretty sure you're going to see that for the rest of the game. Some kind of Rucker.
I'll tell you what, they're having problems with the yard markers down there. They moved too early, and so they reset it. So the ball's going to sit at the 22-yard line. Rutgers a shotgun. 3 wideouts to the bottom. McBride's the running back. They're going to run the same play. Rucker makes one man miss, dances, and gets inside the 20 to about the 18. And that'll set up 2nd down and 5.
2nd and 5. Looks like there's a chance that you can see Durante Rucker with a quarterback keeper again here.
That's been their best play. 2nd and 7, same formation. They're kind of spreading them out. But the Colts haven't changed. They got 4 down linemen and 2 linebackers. And the linebackers are just picking a hole. If they pick the right hole, it's a loss. And now they're going to fake the jet sweep. Rucker keeps it. He heads over the right side. Makes 1 man miss. Makes 2. They're going to call holding on Savion Harris. And that ball's going to come back. But he did get inside the 10-yard line. But instead of 1st and 10 inside the 10, it's going to be 2nd down at about 25.
Yeah, it looks like it's coming back. That was a great play right there by Rucker.
And the yardsticks moved early again. I think that's actually going to cost the Knights 5 yards. Because if you're running the yardsticks, you cannot move the down marker until the official tells you. But he did. Not good. All right, so it'll be a 10-yard penalty from the spot, and they're going to spot it at the 16. So they'll move it out to the 26, and the Knights have to get inside the 15 for a first down. I think we're going to see more of that. That was a nice misdirection. They faked it to McBride over the left side, or I'll fake the jet sweep, and then they kept it, and Rucker went to the other
That
side.
seemed to be pretty effective there. See if they run that jet sweep action again with Des Daly going across.
2nd and 16. Rucker snap, calls for it, gives it to McBride. He heads up the middle, breaks a tackle, breaks two, gets inside the 20, and gets a positive gain there after that. He's got such good feet in the backfield.
Oh, he really does. He's a beast.
That could have been a loss of 5, and instead it's a gain of 9. He's the difference right now in this offense. Rutgers not going to throw it. It's 3rd down, and this is 2-down territory. I expect a running play again. Rutgers got to keep it. He follows McBride's block, and he gets right to the 15-yard line. That's going to be about 3 yards short. It'll be 4th down and 3, and the way the special teams is for the Knights on the kicking game, for field goals, they're going to go for it here. And they're down by 6 with 9:45 left to go in the half.
It looks like this may be, it's a 3rd down or 4th.
It's 4th down, and they're going to say, they're marking, they didn't give him a good spot. It's 4th and a long 4 here.
Yeah, that's a tough one here.
You got to go for it. If nothing else, you pin him down.
You got to give them the run pass option.
They got a 5-yard penalty on the Colts for offsides. And one of the coaches threw down the playbook just purely out of frustration. That's exactly what the Knights needed. Let's see what it is. Maybe we can learn something. Yep, it's their play sheet. Nothing to learn there. They run it. The Knights have not changed formations this half. All right, so the Knights, they're going to give them a first down on that after the 5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 10. They can get a first down at about the inch line. Rutgers in shotgun, 2 wideouts each way. That was a massive penalty on the Colts. Rutgers going to give it to McBride. He bounces up the middle. He's got to break the tackle, and he does. Touchdown, Knights. 8:51 left to go in the half, and the Knights take the lead with their first touchdown, and it's Dabo, Dwayne McBride.
That's a great job. That's a grown man right there. That's a good run.
So let's see if Logan Swift can convert. He missed 2 weeks ago, and that was a difference in the game, because then they were behind, and they had to go for 2 and failed on that. Javante Rucker is the holder. Antonio Smith is the snapper. And again, there's people running on and off the field again for the Knights. They cannot afford a penalty here.
I don't know if they have enough people on the field.
It doesn't look like it. Colts are coming after it. There's a snap.
You know
and
why?
it's got blocked. It got flushed. There was no chance at all because they didn't have enough men on the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They have 10 guys, and they rushed it over the left side. That's terrible. Again, formation problems, very, very simple things are fighting this team. That's fundamental football right there. But the Knights tie it up on a great drive there with Rucker and McBride. Nothing fancy about that. I think that's the future of this offense.
Yeah, I think that's where it's going to be.
Because they don't have anybody who can block on the inside. They're not doing any formation to help anybody. And even on the kickoff, there are people running on and off the field. You know why? I mean, it's kickoff.
Yeah,
It doesn't change. There's been no injury.
Unless there's an injury, you know where you play.
You know what I mean?
You're on the special teams.
That frustrates me. That really frustrates me. All right, so here we are, 8:51 left to go, tie football game, and momentum has swung back over to this side of the field for the Vanguard Knights, even though it's 6-6. Let's see if the Vanguard defense can make some more magic happen. Back deep is going to be Brendan Chick and JT Turner. Logan Swift with a banging kick. Boy, he got all of that one. He almost made the extra point. Good for Logan Logan Swift. He's an Ivy League kicker next year, I think. He's an IB student. He's got a perfect GPA. He'll be a valedictorian, and he's got a chance of going to an Ivy League school. Good for him.
Oh, that's a
Good
great job
kid.
there.
Know his father, went to high school with his father. They're both old. So now we got 8:51 left to go. The Colts coming back out on the field. Jyron Gilmore is still the running back.
Well, that's been their best offense, too, with Gilmore in that backfield.
2 wideouts each way. Gross is the quarterback. They're going to send chip in motion. They're going to give it to Poppins.
Yeah,
They keep it on the end around, and he's got 10, but that's a bad play by the wide receiver. He held him and didn't need to. That's coming back, but it's a spot foul from the 27-yard line. It's going to be first down and 13, and they've already moved the yardstick again. I mean, come on. You know what? I've felt this for a long time. They spend a lot of money out here. I know we can't afford to play by basketballs, but at least get somebody who knows what you're doing on the chains.
Hey, those chains can be a little tricky.
No, they can't. They're not complicated. Get them a special T-shirt. That's what I did at MCYFL, and then I had the same 3 guys every day. All right, here we go. 2 wideouts each way again. Now it's first down, and they're going to call it an even 10. Boy, that was generous. Gross drops back. He looks over the middle. It's deflected, and that'll be incomplete, even though there was contact by the defensive back. It was a tipped ball. Once it's tipped, there is no pass interference.
That's good defense right there. Vanguard defensive line is starting to heat up a little bit.
Jay Jones with the knocking it down.
See if Vanguard can get a 3 and out and get off the field right here.
8:28 left to go in the game. Again, special teams are just an issue for Vanguard. It's just something the Farmer just doesn't pay a lot of attention to. White Jyree gets the ball in the backfield. He's brought down for a huge loss by Dwayne McBride playing that linebacker position. He loses 3 on the play.
Great play by McBride filling that hole.
You like that kid?
Oh, he's special.
He got an offer from Kent State on Thursday.
I think there's going to be more to come.
He's looking for a little bit more than Kent State, but he's a running back at the next level. His feet are that good.
Yeah, he's special.
2 wideouts each way. Gross calls for the snap, tries to draw him offside on this 3rd and 12. I think it's more like 13, but this is going to be a massive play. Bryce Langston looking to the sideline. Better turn around and watch Gross. He's going to stand up and rush. And he's going to pressure Gross. Gross has to roll up, but he's hit from the backside. He rolls out to his right, fires, catches right at the sideline, makes 2 miss, makes 3 miss. What a spin move, and he gets a first down. Not sure what that was, but what a play. I think it was JT Turner.
JT Turner, I told you that guy was special. Give him a chance to get the ball.
What a play by Gross. That ball, first of all, he should have been sacked, and then he should have been tackled for no gain, and instead he gets 11 and gets enough for the first down, and that's a massive play for the Colts.
Big play right there.
Now,
Just to get him out of their end zone.
now they can get something going. It's 1st and 10. Ball sits at the 30. Gross is going to take his time. They have the ball, 7:22. They're going to give it to Jyree. He runs right up the middle. He's got 7, 8, 9.
Here's where it can get dangerous. Here's where it can get dangerous. Because if he gets a crease, there's a chance he can make a house call again.
That was a 9-yard gain. They're going to call it 2nd and 1. 7:05, and now the Knights are changing defensive tackles again. Dabo is coming out of the game. We should probably get an IV and oxygen.
He's carried the load tonight.
Maybe an ibuprofen. Gross is going to give it to Gilmore again. He's got a first down, and Bryce Langston pulls him down after a 4-yard gain, and it'll be 1st and 10 Colts. 6:42 left to go in the game. This has that feeling that the Colts are going to just run the ball all the way down the field and take up the whole clock, just like Dunellen did 2 weeks ago.
There's a chance. There's definitely a chance they can run it all the way out.
Michael Randall's having a little issue on the sidelines. He's pouting. And the Knights are still in this football game. It's 6-6 is our score. Colts have the ball. Ball sits at the 42. Shotgun formation. 3 wideouts to the bottom, 1 to the top. Gross drops back. He's got time. He steps into one. That ball's out there, and it's incomplete. Great coverage there on the play looked like Isaiah Hopkins on the coverage.
That's Terrence Smith, I think. Or Smith. Not Terrence Smith. I don't know.
I think it's number 10. I think that's Elijah Hopkins. Intended for JT Turner.
Terrence Wilson.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's a great
That's
defensive play.
21. That's right. Thought it was 10.
Yeah.
2nd and 10. Colts went for it all there. 3 wideouts.
Surprised.
Gilmore's the back. They're going to fake it to him. Gross drops back. He fires a little screen pass, and it's almost kicked off. Looked like it went in and out of McBride's hands, but he lowered the boom on that play. And now it's 3rd and 10. I thought he picked that. Could have.
It was close. Now,
Trying to hit Buck Alford on a little kind of a jet screen.
it surprised me that they got away from the running game, man. They were getting 4 or 6 yards to carry.
Here we go, 3rd and 10. 6:17 left to go. A little pep in the step for both teams here. It's a big, big play. Said that a lot. When you get a close game like this, it comes that way. He drops back. He's under pressure from Langston. Langston misses him. He spin moves, but he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 2. Should have been a loss of 8. But good job there by Gross just to hold on to the football.
Gross is elusive. He's an elusive player.
Well, he's a wide receiver, playing quarterback. And that's what the Colts figured out last year, was just how they figured out their quarterback. Again, I'm going to say it again. I've been saying it for 2 weeks. Rucker is way too deep. He's standing at his own 27. Should be at about his own 37. This punter has
off the field again. Looks like they're not going to have enough if 6 comes off. Oh,
now one comes on.
Now they should be going after this punt. It's been 3 bad snaps. I don't understand why they're not going after it.
They kind of do. They got it. It looked like Randall came up and got it. And somebody's shoe came off. I thought it was a flag. It was Elijah Hopkins' shoe. But it looked like Randall got that.
Looks like he was shaking, I think. I don't even know if he got it.
The ball didn't pass the line of scrimmage. So
Yeah,
he had to block.
he kicked it into his stomach.
Really?
Never got up.
It was weird. It
Yeah.
was weird. There's some timing that goes on a punt from a play-by-play perspective. And it just didn't happen there. I thought Randall got it.
Yeah, the ball never got up. So we'll see if Rucker can take this team down the field and get a score here.
Well, 5:23 left to go. Logan Swift is a Vanguard night kicker. If you know anything about Vanguard football for the last 10 years, you know their kicking game has been not good. I'll be nice.
It was bad, yeah.
No, but they had opportunities and didn't make it. They had bad snaps.
For sure.
They've had issues,
Yeah.
right? Last week they had issues. They missed an extra point here. I don't think Farmer's going to give him a chance to kick it. Well, I think he's going to try to run it down and score. That would be ideal. Just putting that in everybody's brain.
Well, last year they had 10 people on the field, so that's kind of tough to block.
Yeah, I just see so many problems. All right, 1st and 10. Rucker is your quarterback. 2 running backs is Williams and McBride. They're going to send Daly in motion. They're going to fake it to him. Rucker keeps it, fakes the option, and is brought down at the line of scrimmage with 5:17 left to go.
It looks
The
like
Colts defense isn't doing anything different.
no, not at all. Looks like I don't know if Daly's got it in him, but that jet sweep was wide open right there.
They're not even looking at it. The Colts defense are like, no. They're not getting the ball out of Rucker's hands. Rucker and McBride are the only people who are going to touch the ball.
It should be a Rucker McBride show right here.
Rucker calls for the snap. He's going to give it to McBride. He dances in the backfield, makes 2 misses, makes 3. He's got 10. Now he's carrying alone. He gets all the way inside the 10-yard line. No, does he break a tackle? Oh, I thought he got in. But they're going to mark him down at the 20. He pulled out of that pile. And I'll tell you what, I couldn't tell because there were about 11 Colts on top of him. What a run by Dabo.
That's a great run. Like I said earlier, he's a special kid.
All right, so Rucker is getting the charge from Farmer. And if I'm Farmer, I say you could do that 5 or 6 more times. 4:30 left to go here in this football game. The score is 6-6. And the Knights are playing for their whole season. They lose this game, there's nothing left to play for.
They lose this game, it's going to be tough to keep this team together.
3 wideouts to the top. Rucker's going to keep it. He heads over the left side after a block from McBride. He's got 4. He's got 5, and then he's pulled down. That'll set up 2nd and 5. And now Dabo, McBride looks, he's down on the play. He's going to come out, and Randall's going to replace him. I think he's just gassed. Somebody needs to buy that dude an ibuprofen. He's too young to drink beer.
I think Vanguard will be all right here if they just keep chipping away and do not go backwards. No penalties. Penalties will kill this drive.
3:50, and the clock is winding. The Knights are in no rush here. This is not the game they're usually very good at. They're not a good, clock management team.
No.
But they need to learn. All right, 3 wideouts to the bottom, 1 to the top. The Knights have it. Rucker gets the snap. He heads over the right side, breaks the tackle, breaks 2, and he gets up near the 10-yard line, but he'll be down. The ball came out, but he was down. And that'll set up 3rd and 3. Good run there by Rucker. And the clock moves. We're at 3:16.
Looks like it's going to be a Rucker show again. You got to.
Why hand it off? Unless McBride comes back in the game. McBride comes back in the game.
He's got to get back in the game.
And this is 2-down territory.
Oh, for sure.
I mean, the ball sits at the 12. They need to get right to the 10-yard line. This is a big play here. This is 2-down territory. They got to get something positive. All right. Rucker calls for the snap. Gets it. Hands it to McBride. He's inside the 10. Spin moves. Breaks the tackle. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights. To take the lead with 2:40 left to go. Dwayne McBride.
That's a great job by McBride. That's a great job by McBride.
And the crowd here goes crazy. Interesting call here. So now it's 12-6 for the Knights. And Bryce Langston comes out and hugs his best friend, Trevante Rucker. He and the Randall brothers are tight. It's a tight group there. They've known each other since they were like 4 years old. So they're going to go for 2 because Logan Swift is not out there. Smart play here to call timeout.
Yeah, that's a big play.
Milton Smith, I'm Galen Unold, and that'll give us a chance to talk about this game a little bit. That's an emotional roller coaster. The Knights got down 6-0 after that big run by Jaron Gilmore. The Knights after that went 3 and out. And after that punt, the North Marion Colts lost 25 yards on that possession. And then the Vanguard Knights got the ball back, had great field position, and were able to capitalize on that. Then the Knights again get good field position after the bad snap or something on the punt team for the Colts, and then they were able to punch it in. It's 12-6.
Well, Vanguard did a good job keeping this game close because if you ask me, North Marion has outplayed them tonight. And for them to be up 12-6 right now,
I will say this. I think the defense for Vanguard's played pretty well.
yeah, their defense.
That offense still has a lot of problems.
Yeah, they've been put in some tough situations, and this defense only giving up 6 points against the North Marion offense is pretty explosive. That's pretty good.
Well, and again, the Vanguard Knight offense isn't explosive. Dwayne McBride and Trevante Rucker are explosive, but they can't do anything else. Again, lots of confusion on the sideline. It's a 2-point conversion. The North Marion Colts have run the same defense the whole game, so they're going to bring Curry back in. Not sure about that. Now they're going to run 2 wide receivers. People are running all over the place. They're going to run stacked at the top. Curry calls it. This may be a wildcat. They're going to do an end around. Ball pops out. Rucker's running around. He tries to break a tackle at the 20, and he's down at the 24. Why? Why? That is dumb. At every level to call that. When you've got Dwayne McBride who weighs 210 and is gashing them, you try some outsmarting stuff. I can't stand it.
Well,
That is silly. That could come back to bite them. It's 12-6 right now.
we'll see.
2:40 left to go in this football game. Let's see if the Vanguard Knights defense can hold the Colt offense. And hey, you know, we haven't heard from Brendan Shipp, who's leading the county right now in receiving yards.
Well, there's a chance that this Vanguard secondary is going to have to come up with a big play right here because North Marion's not going to quit. They're going to air it
I don't know
out.
if you kick
and
this
they
ball
can see
deep.
as it'll go.
You may want to just kick this ball out of bounds somewhere.
Well, he's been kicking the last two out of the back of the end zone, so you do that.
Well, it looks like he's angling. Logan Swift looks like he's angling to kick this ball, you know, almost out of bounds.
No, I think I would just tell him he's got to kick the ball to the end zone.
All right, so 2:40 left to go. 12-6 is the score. Knights lead for the first time this football game after a big run by McBride. Logan Swift puts his foot into it. Nice high kick. It's going to be fielded in the end zone for a touchback. That was a big kick when you needed it right there, Logan Swift.
Yeah, now it looks like Shipp over there almost could have caught that ball and ran it out if he would have just.
He had to go back. Yeah, he had space if he could have stayed in outside the end zone.
That's the one you start with your feet on the back of the end zone, in front of the end zone, and don't go back. Jump forward. But we'll see what they
He
do.
wasn't the deep guy, but yeah. You know, it was a good kick. All right, so the Colts have the ball here. 1st and 10 from the 20. 2:40 left to go. They need to go 80 yards. They got to score a touchdown. And now there's a timeout on defense because there's people running and coming and going, and the Knights didn't like it. So they call timeout. And that'll give us a chance to thank our sponsors. It all starts with Wise Guys Pizza. Thank you very much, Wise Guys Pizza, for supporting local high school football. It's the best pizza in town. It's right there at the Pearl Britton Plaza. And Milton loves it.
Oh, delicious.
It's fantastic. And then, of course, Wireless Warehouse. Didn't know much about this company until I found out about them, and it's a phenomenal idea. And I think something everybody can use and love. And that's a phone. You know, sometimes you crack your phone, you break your phone, and you don't want to pay $800 for a new one. You can get a used one that still works. It's been refurbished and has passed all kinds of inspections. And you get a almost brand new phone. In some cases, newer than the one you broke. Warehouse Wireless. Check them out at warehousewireless.com. 2:40 left to go here. Ball sits at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. Goes drops back, but instead we have a penalty. And that's going to be false start against somebody. They're going to call that on the Colts. It'll be 1st and 15, and that's not a good
Not going to help
start.
them out. No, not at all.
What do you think you're going to see here from the Colts on this offensive series? Down 6 with 2:39 left to go.
We're going to see 3 go routes. That's what we're about to see. Hopefully he get a chance to get it off.
2 wideouts each way. Gilmore is the running back. Gross drops back, fires into the flats. It's picked off, and that's going to be taken into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanguard. Who was that? Is that Tyron Wilson with the pick?
Tyron Wilson with a pick 6. And he just puts the nail in the coffin right there.
You know, that'll make the score look completely different in the paper tomorrow. But it's been a hard-fought football game. Great play there by Wilson. Read it the whole way and then just made the play. And let's see if the Knights, they're going to go for 2. Let's see if they don't do some razzle-dazzle.
A little more traditional this time.
Just run the ball in.
Run it in, throw
And
it eight or something.
I hate trick plays at the goal line. They only trick yourself. That's the guy, you know the guy who calls that? They're trying to be the smartest person in the room. And you can't be the smartest person in the room unless you're the smartest person in the room. And the smartest person in the room wouldn't run a trick play at the goal line. Just saying. All right, now it's going to get really chippy because they're going to call an unsportsmanlike penalty on the Knights. And it'll be on the kickoff. Yeah, I expected that. It's going to get worse in the next 2:32. Colts are down by 12 here at Booster Stadium. Curry is underneath the center, and now they're going to run a power I with 2 tight ends. Curry's going to give it to McBride, and he's hitting the backfield for a loss of 3. I'll tell you what, those guards haven't blocked anybody all night.
Yeah.
2:12 left to go here in the football game. 18-6. Knights lead. Is that all you got for me? Is yeah?
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
I mean-
The fans are getting excited. Everything's getting a little riled up
Don't
here.
give up on me, Bill.
Yeah.
Hang in there, my man.
Up here. We're getting exciting. Everything's getting exciting right now.
Well, now they're going to call the 15-yard penalty, so it'll be back way up. Instead of at the 40, it'll be at the 25. 2:32. 18-6. Knights lead.
The Knights turned this game around. Up to the last 3 minutes of this game. The last 5 minutes of the game, North Marion looked like they had it under control. And Vanguard has just turned it on in the last 5 minutes of this game.
The defense has been really special. The defense in the field position game turned this game around for Vanguard.
You know, yeah, well, their running back getting hurt, and also he's their middle linebacker for North Marion. That really hurt North Marion.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Ed Williams going down, who was getting some positive yards.
And plus, he was playing really tough in the middle. Vanguard wasn't running when he was in there. So that hurt him a lot. And it's Vanguard, the second half, when putting Rucker in, it really changed their whole offense dynamic.
So I thought they were going to replace the ball again for the kickoff, but we're still waiting for it. The officials needed to have another conference. So the Colts are going to have great field position here with 2:32 left to go, down by 2 scores, 2 touchdowns. So it looks like Logan Swift's going to do a little pooch kick.
Yeah, now I don't think you can afford to kick it that deep.
And there it is. It's going to be fielded at the 35. That's going to be a nice return here. He runs up the middle. He gets a block. He's got 2 blocks. He's got the edge. He's over in the Vanguard territory. He's brought down from behind with a flag. That was a horse collar and a half. Buck Alford on the return. That ball is going to be inside the 40. At about the 36 is where the flag is. Add 15 to that. Hold on, everybody.
Yeah, it looks like we got a horse collar here.
Well, if you're going to make that pooch kick, you got to get it almost out of bounds.
Start straight up in the air. Yeah, you cannot. Yeah.
That was perfect if you're a Colt.
Well, we still got a ball game here if they get into the end zone.
This ball is going to be marked all the way to the 21-yard line. How big is that unsportsmanlike conduct now on the kick? That's a big play. And again, undisciplined football team can't get away with that. All right, so the Knights lead by 12. The Colts have the football. Ball set to the 21. Quentin Gross has got 3 wide receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Jaron Gilmore is the running back. Gross is going to roll out. He's got some time. He tries to reset. Now he's going to keep it, and he picks up about 3 yards. No flag on the play, but he does stop the clock.
That was a smart move right there by the quarterback getting out of bounds.
So they'll set up second down in about 7. No flag. No,
Oh, we didn't hear that often.
No
tonight.
flag on
We
the
have
play.
not heard that often tonight.
more flags on the play than not flags on the play. All right, again, same formation, 3 wideouts to the top. Gross is in shotgun. He drops back, he's looking, he's under pressure by Langston, spins out of it, fires into the end zone, incomplete. Over the head of JT Turner. Again, no flag on the play, that'll set up 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7 here. We got a. Oh, I thought you had an injured player down there. No, there's a chance here. You got to find JT Turner on this play. I'm surprised. I'm like you. Shitch hasn't seen the ball thrown his way at all tonight, has he?
No, and he's been covered by Des Daly. It's almost the whole game. So there is a flag. What was that call? I don't know. It ended up in a 1st down. The ball moved inside. I really didn't see it. 1st down and goal from the 9? Yeah, from the 9.
It may have been right.
Colts have 2:10 left to go. There is time on the clock, people. All set up by that 15-yard penalty.
They got to get in the end zone quick, though, to make this a game.
The crowd is emptied, and I wonder how many of them wish they could get back in here if the Knights score. So here we go. Quentin Gross in shotgun, 2 wideouts each way. He's going to look, he's going to fire over the middle, and it's behind his intended receiver, Brendan Schiff. A good throw. He was open, just couldn't get it to him. And now Brendan Schiff's talking a little trash. He's a fiery young man. Great baseball player. 2 wideouts each way. He drops back. Gross is going to keep it on the quarterback keeper, but Bryce Langston's trying to chase him, and he horse collars him. No penalty for that in high school football. That'll be 3rd down and about 6.
It's a great tackle by Bryce Langston, but it was a horse collar, but he didn't.
There's no horse collar in high school.
Yeah.
You can pull him all day.
He gets tackled by. He didn't really pull him, so that was.
Doesn't matter. 3rd and 7. 3rd and goal from the 7. 119. 116. Drops back. Gross rolls out to his right. He's under pressure. He fires across the middle, and he gets in for the touchdown. Couldn't see who caught that, but that was a great catch. JT Turner on the touchdown. Just like that, it's 12-18. Now the extra point means something for the Colts. They have 1:05 and 2 timeouts left.
Are they kicking it?
Oh, yeah, you're going to bring out the kicker. No reason to go for 2 here. Unless the kickers, I haven't seen, the kicker the last time didn't do much. No, they're going to go for it. Go for a 2-pointer. A lot of confusion.
They got more confusing on their side, too.
You don't want to waste a timeout here. You'll take the 5-yard penalty.
Yeah.
Gross is going to be in shotgun. They're going to have that offset formation. Gross rolls out to his right. He's looking in the end zone. He's looking. He's going to keep it himself. And he's just short. No, he got in for a 2-point conversion. It is 18-14. The Colts are back in this game with 1:05 left to go. But they do have to kick the ball.
Most exciting play in football.
15-yard penalty changed the field. Logan Swift had been able to put the ball in the end zone, but instead they backed him up 15 yards. Pooch kick and a foul put the ball all the way at the 20. Bang! A minute and 15 seconds later, the Colts score.
It's got to be an onside. It's got to be an onside kick here.
Jones is fired up about something. I don't know if he thought he was held or something. I don't think anybody's very happy right now, but that was a big-time play. Big-time series, and that's what the Colts needed. So, let's see if the Knights have the hands team.
They got to have all hands on deck right now.
Well, again, they don't practice special teams a lot. That's evident. I think we see that every game. They don't practice 2-minute drill. There's not a lot of time. There just isn't. But let's see what they can do here. Brendan Shipp can do this. He used to practice this in my front yard.
They got to.
I'm serious. He's very, very good at this, and he's their kicker. He may go get it himself.
Did he kick off?
He's the kicker. He's a punt, pass, and kick champion like 6 times.
Oh, was it?
Oh, yeah. He's one of my favorite kids. All right, there's the kick, and it takes a perfect bounce. Boom! Oh, and he was hit and drilled. Did he manage to hold on to it? No flag. But my gosh, he took a pop there. I don't know who ended up with that, but
that's
give
a
that
great
man
job right there.
an ibuprofen too. Great kick though, right?
It did.
Brendan's great at it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he practices it. He thinks it's fun. What he likes to do is go kick it and catch it. All right, so that should be it. 1:23 left to go here in the football game. The Knights recover the onside kick. They lead 18-14 with 1:23 left to go. I want to thank you guys for listening. You're listening to high school football on 96.3 WOCA. The clock is either 1:03 or 1:23. Look, the clock is as old as the field. I mean, you know, it's a thing. At least it's working. It got hit by lightning for a while. But, you know, I'm just happy it's on.
That clock is old.
No, that clock is old. The V is fairly new.
It was old when I played here, and that was 20 years ago.
It was here when I was here. It was here, and Emmett Smith was here in 1987. How about that? All right, so the Knights are going to go to victory formation. I don't think that's quite enough time. They have too many players on the field. You know, I practice victory formation. That's how you end every practice. All right, so there's the first down, and the Colts are going to call timeout, and we're going to step aside. You're listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
They offer an amazing array of food from pizza, jumbo wings, burgers, homemade soup. Wireless is your offering affordable phone plans and repairs. Check out their weekly specials every Wednesday for extra savings at warehousewireless.com. Wise last, get a free phone mount holder for your car when you mention this ad. Visit soon. Warehouse Wireless, 626 South Pine Avenue. WarehouseWireless.com. WOCA.
All right, here we go. Back to Booster Stadium. I think the entire stands is kind of upset by a couple of things. How many timeouts did the Colts have? And more importantly, the clock. There's 1:16 on the clock. Again, we talked about it. Clock's right. It got hit by lightning. I'm just happy it works. It flips between 2s, 3s, and 8s.
I don't know what's going on with the clock, but if they don't get it right, this time's about to get crazy.
Well, you know it's getting real because Budnick's coming over to talk to Farmer. He's like, I'm sorry, I can't afford a new clock. So there's 1:16 on the game clock. The officials are talking about it. The ball sits at the 46-yard line. The Colts are the Knights are in victory formation. They could stop the clock, I think, one more time. See, the clock, once they could call a timeout, I mean, that kills the clock. So they'll be able to run 40 seconds off. So that'll get them down to about the 30-second mark. And then the Knights are going to have to run another play. And I think they're going to get the fourth down, though.
I think they're going to have to run one play.
And the clock is running.
But there's 45 seconds left. Oh my gosh, how about that? All right, let's keep it here. This is some next level sportsmanship. Jaden Nichols just pulled a hamstring, and the clock is stopped at 47 seconds left for an injury.
Do they start it back?
No. They stopped the clock for an injury. He may have cramped. But what they do is they reset the game clock to where it was. But, again, he may have a legitimate cramp. Jaden Nichols has played a heck of a football game.
There's a chance he can't have a cramp.
I mean, there's a chance I could have a cramp.
Uh-oh. He got up.
He's not going to get a round of applause as he almost sprints off the field. So back in the NFL, that used to not be like a runoff or anything. So inside of 2 minutes, when I covered the Jacksonville Jaguars, there was a guy named Yankovic who did that all the time. He felt that their team was getting a really good drive. He would fake an injury. It was awesome. All right, so the clock restarts. 40 seconds left.
Yeah, it still restarts it, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't. If you want to do it smart, you do it before the play clock even runs. You just stay down. That's why I think he really was cramping, or he didn't do very smart. Because all it does is reset the game clock. And there's the flag, and so that'll be 18 seconds left. That's what I thought. So it'll be third down, and now the clock won't start again until the play is called. So they have to run a play, and then that should be the football game.
Yeah, so they can nail it here in the game.
Did that get them over the 150 mark in penalties?
Oh, I'm sure. We're there.
Get your microphone.
I think we're there. I think we're there.
You're packing up your stuff. You're all ready to go. You're going to hit traffic, Milton.
No. I think we're 18 seconds.
18 seconds left. That should be it. Big win here for the Knights. And next week, are you going to be here next week for the Carroll City game?
Is that Carroll City at home next week?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good game. That's an awesome win for Vanguard High School. That definitely, you say that saved their season?
Oh, yeah. They lose this game, it's over. But they managed to pull it out. That's a big win for them. It's a big win for Javante Rucker and Dabo McBride. A lot of love between these two coaches. You know, I know there's a lot of animosity. There's a lot of respect on both sides. It's just the trash talking won't stop until a year from now when they play again.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You know how that goes. It may not be a year from now. Maybe in the first round of the playoffs, second round of the playoffs. Second round of the playoffs.
Play each other if everything breaks right. So at this point, Vanguard's still not solidified for the playoff. Because there could still be a three-way tie, and Vanguard could lose the tiebreaker if North Marion goes on to beat Dunellen. So right now, if you're a Vanguard fan, you want Dunellen to win out.
For sure. But if North Marion beats Dunellen,
Oh, game on.
there's a chance.
Then
Yeah,
some math
it
gets
could get
involved,
interesting.
and who's the higher-ranked team, and it's going to get fun. And again, Carroll City's coming in here next week. It's going to be a massive game. But, hey, from Booster Stadium, we're going to come back and talk about this and also talk about next week. But from Booster Stadium, I'm Galen Udall. This is Milton Smith. You're listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
This game is brought to you in part by locally owned and operated Wise Guys Pizzeria in Borough Britton Plaza, next to Publix. They offer an amazing array of food from pizza, jumbo wings, burgers, homemade soups, salads, and generous pasta dinners. Open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Check out our menu at www.wiseguysocala.com or call 352-789-6569. Dine in or carry out. For delicious food, the Wise go to Wise Guys Pizzeria. Warehouse Wireless is your discount pre-owned cell phone provider, offering affordable phone plans and repairs. Check out their weekly special every Wednesday.
It's hard to quantify whether your efforts are effective, but I have a success story. In my travels to medical offices, I ran across someone who recognized my voice from the radio and told me that they felt like they already knew me because of my association with WOCA. My message to you, they're out there, they're listening. Truly, radio gets results. 96.3 FM, 1370 AM, WOCA, The Source.
Whether you're just starting out in your career or ready to make a change, being a commercial pilot is within your reach. The FAA has predicted that in the next few years, the number of planes in the sky will double, and that means a lot more jobs in aviation. Ocala Aviation has teamed up with an accredited university, enabling you to get a college degree in aviation while training to be a commercial pilot. And with options like financial aid, grants, and scholarships, it's never been a better time to get your new career in aviation started today. For more information, call me at Ocala Aviation, 352-861-7484.
WOCA.
All right. Let the debating continue. I'm Galen Udall. I'm joined by Milton Smith, who is just a hater. That's what I'm going to say.
Galen, it's good to be back in the booth with you, Galen. It's good to be back in the booth
You know,
with
I missed you. I call most of the time. You don't answer.
Oh, it's
and
tough,
then you
Galen.
call me, and then you want to talk for an hour and a half.
Hey, Galen, some people got to work for a living, man. Everybody doesn't have it as easy as you do, man.
Yeah, that's rough. So let's recap this football game a little bit. Again, North Marion can't get past the Knights. But I'll tell you what, for 3 quarters, North Marion dominated this football
For
game.
3 quarters, North Marion looked like they were the team to beat. And then the Vanguard Knights somehow found a way to stop going backwards and start going forward, and it was all downhill from there on. When they put Rucker behind and they kept moving the sticks, and McBride running the football, different story.
Correct. And what that allowed Vanguard to do is get one more interior blocker. And that was the difference in the game. I mean, Vanguard's trying to be Vanguard, right? They're trying to spread everybody out. They're trying to throw the ball, 25 times a game. This team cannot do that. They don't have the offensive line to do what Vanguard's been accustomed to doing.
For sure.
And that goes all the way back, even before Nkosi. This offensive line, and when I talk about this offensive line, I mean the guard, center, and guard. They cannot block effectively.
Well, they can't do what Vanguard's known to do. And Vanguard's usually known to spread you out, block up front, and give their skill position players a chance to get in space. With the way they blocked tonight, their skill guys didn't have a chance to get the ball. Their quarterback didn't have a chance to do 3-step drops.
And they haven't all season.
So that's not, I don't think it's a defensive blueprint that they use against Vanguard. I just think Vanguard just couldn't block them up front.
But this is the exact same thing that Dunellen did. The difference is Dunellen did it with a 3-man front and put no one over Antonio Smith. North Marion went with a 4-man front and just blitzed 2 linebackers.
Yeah.
And again, Vanguard's only scored 18 points. They scored 1 touchdown less than they did against Dunellen. This team's got a lot. Vanguard's got to adjust. If they want Curry to play quarterback, they got to play out of the eye. And if not, then Rucker is going to be what you saw today. It'll be Rucker and McBride. And Carroll City's coming in here. Carroll City is ranked in the country. Vanguard's in for a wide awakening this next Friday.
Well, the thing about Carroll City, they're going to come in and they got athletes all over the football field, but they're going to come in and they're not going to be too nice. They're going to run the ball down your throat, and they're going to run the ball down your throat, and then they're going to run the ball down your throat. So if Vanguard's offense can't keep their defense off the field, it's going to be a long night for Vanguard next week.
Yep.
So hopefully their offense can find some kind of sustainability and keep their defense off the field, give them a chance to get a little bit of rest.
Their defense is good. Vanguard's defense is very, very, very good. It's just that offense cannot sustain drives. They finally got there when they put Rucker and McBride in the backfield together and just let McBride basically be a lead blocker.
Yeah, basically they use McBride as a fullback. So with all that being said, their offense has got to find, with Curry in the game, they got to find some way to get him some protection, because Curry can throw the football, and Curry can be effective throwing the football. And they got skilled guys that can get the ball and go get it and go to the house. But they got to find some way to protect him, some way to keep him upright, some way to give him some throwing lanes or something.
So are you here next week?
There's a
Or
chance
you got to ask your wife.
There's a chance I'm going to be here.
I mean, you probably got a bachelor party. Wife won't let you. Your list of excuses is as long as every girlfriend I've ever met.
Come on, Galen.
All right. But hey, Milton, I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know. You may be back. You may not. You're a hit and miss guy.
To be continued.
I can't sign a contract with you. But fun football game in the second half. First half was pretty terrible. But, Jaron Gilmore with a 50-yard touchdown run started it. And then from there, it was all Knights. They scored 18 unanswered points. And then the Colts scored in the last minute to make it close. But Knights prevail. Keep their season alive.
Yeah, I think that's 4 years in a row the Knights have beat North Marion.
Yeah, it's been a while.
4 years, so
Yeah.
maybe they may get a chance to get some in the second round of the playoffs. These teams can meet again, because I think North Marion, the rest of their schedule, it's kind of favorable. They should be favored to win most of the rest of their games against until they get to the Dunellen, and I think they play Trinity Catholic.
Yeah.
That'll be a good matchup. So
Everybody thinks that. I think Dunellen's going to spank Trinity, but we'll see. That's why they play the game.
That's why we play the game.
I'm glad Trinity plays Dunellen.
Yeah.
That's the only in-county school they play, but I'm glad they at least have that one.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting. It'll be fun. Marion County's got some great football this year. North Marion, Vanguard, had to go off to them tonight. They played a hell of a game. Trinity Catholic's got a good football team. Dunellen's got a good football team. Forest is on the rise.
They're coming.
They look like they're making some headway over there. Robin Williams does a great job over there.
The district is terrible for them.
Yeah, they're in a tough district, so it's going to be kind of tough over there. But Marion County football is back and booming.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for listening. And Dan, thank you for being back there. Maybe next time I'll notice that I'm off the air a little quicker. But, hey, you've been listening to high school football right here on WOCA. I want to thank Warehouse Wireless and Wise Guys Pizza for making it happen. And have a great night, and we'll see you next Friday right here as Carroll City comes to town. You've been listening to high school football right here on WOCA, The Source.
This game is brought to you in part by locally owned and operated Wise Guys Pizzeria in Pearl Britton Plaza, next to Publix. They offer an amazing array of food from pizza, jumbo wings, burgers, homemade soups, salads, and generous pasta dinners. Open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Check out our menu at www.wiseguysocala.com or call 352-789-6569. Dine in or carry out. For delicious food, the Wise go to Wise Guys Pizzeria. Warehouse Wireless is your discount pre-owned cell phone provider, offering affordable phone plans and repairs. Check out their weekly specials every Wednesday for extra savings at warehousewireless.com. Also, while supplies last, get a free phone mount holder for your car when you mention this ad. Visit soon. Warehouse Wireless, 626 South Pine Avenue. warehousewireless.com.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Health of a lot of people. For more information, talk with your healthcare provider or visit mayoclinic.org.
Hurricane Dorian has caused catastrophic destruction and flooding in the Bahamas.